A lot this month we've been talking about people who belong to the LGBTQ plus community, but there are some other people who are very important to these efforts as well. We are of course talking about allies who are needed everywhere, and it can be hard to know exactly when to step in and be an active bystander to those who are part of the LGBTQ plus community. So this morning, a good friend to us here on 9 News Weekends and a licensed therapist, Kevin Peterson, is joining us to talk a little bit more about how to become a better ally in these events. Kevin, I get this question a lot from people who they want to support me, they want to support other people who are part of the LGBTQ plus community, but they're a little hesitant to do so because of kind of what's been created with cancel culture. They're afraid that maybe if they make a mistake that, their efforts are actually going to be less than had they just never opened their mouths in the first place. Also, I would like to say we're talking about LGBTQ plus right now, but this really could be any number of people. We could be talking about women. We could be talking about people of color. We could be talking about a very non-exhaustive list when it comes to allyship. First and foremost, to anybody who is wanting to join that effort, what would you tell them?
Well, Jordan, and I agree with you, any marginalized community, absolutely, how to be a proper ally. And I think, that one of the first things I always believe in is you got to understand your privilege. And what I mean by that is, what rights do you inherently have that folks of the marginalized community or the LGBTQ plus community don't have? And here's the example. In 29 states, you can be fired for being gay. In 34 states, you can be fired for being trans. That's when we talk about privilege and the differences, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, absolutely. It kind of sounds like you're going back to that word that we've heard you use a lot on our show, which is accountability. And let's be clear here, just because you're not facing those things, that's not a bad thing. We're not sitting here, blaming you because you're not up against that. We're just saying it's better to acknowledge that this exists for you. It doesn't exist for other people. Once you acknowledge that, where do you go from there?
Well, so one of the next things I always tell people is speak up, but don't speak over the community that you're trying to help and support. Being an ally is about being supportive. And by that, I mean, saying, hey, how can I help you? What do you need? Not me telling you what you need or me telling you what to do. There's a huge difference in that situation.
This is really important. I think this is kind of a hard distinction for a lot of people. I'll be honest, I've been caught in this myself where maybe I'm starting to overspeak. Where is that line though? Where is it, I'm wanting to kind of speak up and help these people out, but at the same time, I don't, want to speak for them. I don't want my voice to outshine their voice. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, exactly. And, one of the things is, well, again, listen up, do your homework. It's okay if you don't know, educate yourself, ask what you can do to help. Again, sometimes, we think we're helping, but what we're actually doing is dictating or pushing. And the important thing really, like you just, clarifying the question you just asked is, just ask and say, okay, well, tell me what I can do. How can I help? Because I want to be helpful and I want to be supportive.
And I really want to jump off exactly what you're talking about right there, Kevin, about asking, because I think that's another thing that people are afraid to do because they're afraid that it's going to come off offensive. Can you talk about the fact that we really do recognize the difference between truly trying to be offensive and trying to make an effort to learn to be respectful, right?
Yeah, totally. And I think that's like the next point, right, is that it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to realize that, oops, that didn't work, or oops, I overstepped it, or I didn't do it right, and apologize. Apologize, own it, move forward, be open to seeing things in a different way. We all have what we call an inherent bias of the way where we come from and where we were raised, and this is an opportunity to see things differently.
And when people make these mistakes, don't cancel them. Give them the opportunity for redemption. Let's promote redemption culture. Hey, I can tell you're trying to get it right. Let me help you do so. That onus lies on those of us within those marginalized communities as well as, we didn't show up to be right. We showed up to get it right. And that might take a few mistakes to do so.
Yeah. And, the last thing is being an ally is a verb. Take action, speak up. Don't stand by silently and watch discrimination or watch marginalization and say, well, it's not my problem, or it's not me. It's not up to me to say anything. It is up to you to say something. And here's the big thing. We're all in this together. You know, it's when we can start seeing things as that we're all on the same team. We're all here to help one another. That's when we can really impact change.
Yeah, and that includes all of us. That includes us to be a part of a bigger picture. I loved hearing that. Kevin, thank you so much. We always love your perspective on a lot of different topics, but especially this important one. Kevin Peterson, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for your time, Jordan. Have a great day.
Yeah, you too. Well, this month for Pride, we want to hear from you. You can send us a personalized video message about an LGBTQ plus community member that you love. Your video could be shown right here on air and on our website, 9news.com. That's also where you're going to find some more information about how to submit your video. Just go to 9news.com/pride for info. This is a really important thing, you know, by people seeing other people being supportive. They may not have that in their own lives. And that's what we're trying to do, is we just want people to know that they matter. They're included in this greater picture that you just heard Kevin there talking about. So again, learn more about it at 9news.com/pride to submit those videos.